Imagine walking through the grand halls of a museum and stopping in front of a massive granite statue of an Egyptian king. You see the broad shoulders, the royal kilt, the heavy crown, and the signature false beard strapped to the chin, the ultimate symbol of male power. The inscription calls this ruler His Majesty, but if you could travel back 300-500 years and peek behind the royal mask, you would find a shocking truth. This king was a woman. Her name was Hatshepsut, and she didn't just inherit the throne, she hijacked it, wore a fake beard to keep it, and ruled one of the greatest civilizations on Earth better than almost any man before her.
So why did history try to erase her existence? To understand this audacious power play, we have to go back to the year 1479 BCE.
Egypt is the superpower of the ancient world. But inside the palace, there is a crisis. The Pharaoh, Thutmose II, has just passed away. The entire kingdom looks to the heir Thutmose III, expecting a strong leader to guide them. There is just one problem. The new king is a baby.
Obviously, an infant cannot command armies or negotiate trade deals. So the court turns to the boy's stepmother, a woman named Hatshepsut.
The plan was simple and standard for the time. She would act as regent. Basically, she was supposed to just keep the seat warm, handle the paperwork, and step aside gracefully once the boy was old enough to rule. But Hatshepsut had other ideas. She tasted power and she realized something dangerous. She was good at it, very good at it. She decided she wasn't going to be just a placeholder.
She was going to be the main event. This is where the story gets really strange.
In ancient Egypt, the pharaoh wasn't just a political leader, he was a god on earth. And traditionally, that god had to be male. The whole system was built for men.
So Hatshepsut had to get creative. She didn't want to change the system. She decided to become the system.
She began to dress in the full regalia of a male monarch.
She put on the royal kilt and the crown, and yes, she strapped on the ceremonial artificial beard that all pharaohs wore.
It wasn't just a costume, it was a political statement. She commanded the artists and sculptors to depict her with that beard.
She even had the scribes change the pronouns in official documents. In the records of the time, this woman is frequently referred to as he.
And for more than 20 years it worked. She didn't just survive, she thrived. While male pharaohs were often obsessed with war, Hatshepsut focused on building.
She established massive trade links and constructed major monuments that still leave archaeologists in awe today. She proved that a woman could rule the roost in a man's world, even if she had to dress like a man to get them to listen.
Now, you might be wondering, if she was so great, why is Cleopatra the only Egyptian queen most people can name? That is the tragedy of history. Hatshepsut's achievements have been largely overshadowed by Cleopatra, who came much later. But if we look at the facts, the two couldn't be more different.
Cleopatra's reign was chaotic. She fought with her brothers, lost her kingdom to the Romans, and tragically took her own life with the bite of an Egyptian cobra.
Hatshepsut, on the other hand, died a king. She was buried in the Valley of the Kings with all the pomp and ceremony of a male ruler. But after she died, something suspicious happened. Her name was chiseled off walls.
Her statues were smashed. It seems the men who came after her wanted to delete the evidence that a woman had ever been pharaoh.
They wanted to pretend King Hatshepsut never existed. Fortunately for us, they failed. Archaeologists have pieced her story back together, revealing the first great woman recognized in history.
She showed the world that power isn't about gender. It's about capability.
Even if sometimes you have to wear a fake beard to prove it.
So, the next time you think of ancient Egypt, don't just think of pyramids or Cleopatra. Remember the king who was a queen and the beard that fooled history.
If you enjoyed this dive into the secrets of the ancient world, hit that like button and subscribe. And tell me in the comments, who do you think was the more impressive ruler, Hatshepsut or Cleopatra?